And YouTube, what is going on? Julian back with another video. And today we are talking about getting your first investment. So I'm actually in the process right now of getting my first investment. And I had tried this again last year, but unfortunately it didn't go through. So I can kind of tell you, from my mistakes, what would help you get your first investment. And so I'm gonna use a whiteboard again, gonna do some writing for you guys, and we're gonna get straight to it. So let's start. So I'm just assuming you've either never owned a property or you own a property and you currently are looking to invest. This is definitely for you. And so the first thing that we want to look at is we're going to look at your payment option. So your payment option is going to consist of, let's just say 3 different ways. So there's only a few ways that you could really pay for the property. And that would be either conventional loan, hard money loan, or cash. And the only reason why I'm not including FHA or VA is because, that's clearly not an investment. That's just, purchasing your property for yourself. Conventional can also be for a home loan as well. But the one that we're really going to focus on today is going to be conventional. And the reason why I want to go over conventional as opposed to hard money is because hard money, got to go a little bit more in depth to that. And then cash, it's cash. You're purchasing the home cash. So we're going to go over what I would assume that most people are going to utilize, and that's going to be conventional. Of course, there's other ways to get, properties, but if you're looking for a different route, just let me know in the comments down below and we can break that down as well. So with the conventional loan, what you're typically looking at is, let's say you would either do a 5% down payment or a 10% down payment. And so the way that you would get that 5% is if you're purchasing a multi-unit, for example, and you're gonna live there. So if you're gonna live there, you're able to get away with a 5% down payment. But if you're just looking strictly into investing and you're not going to live there, then you're gonna put a 10% down payment. It's usually around 10%. I believe maybe in other states it could be a little bit more. But that's a good general idea where you wanna start as far as saving your finances. So now that we've gone over the loan that you're gonna take, and the route that you can pick, let's just say that you are going to go with just purchasing it for investment purposes and you're not going to live there. But we're going to go over this one as well because this is actually what I'm going to do. So if you're looking at, let's just say, a $200,000 home, on the cash side, that's already $20,000 for your down payment. And then something else that you want to look at to be, financially prepared when you're going to buy your house is, or your flip home is, so you need the $20K, of course, for the down payment, but you can't also exclude closing cost. And closing cost, let's just say, is an estimated, all right, so you can put that in your brain, 3%. So, okay, I didn't know if you could see it. So 3%. So 3% usually is, let's just put this because it's separated from that. So 3% of this would be, so 1% is 2,000, so it'd be about 6,000. So cash purposes of what you have to bring to the table to close out on the property would be 20,000 plus 6,000. So of course the math stays the same. If you're looking at something that's 300,000, you need, 30,000 and so on. So just keep this general rule of thumb as far as for the investment purposes, at least 10% down, 3% closing costs. 3% can be overshooting it a little bit, but better be safe than sorry. So you always want to be over prepared. Of course, there's other loans too that, where they can help you with assisting for down payment. Not too sure if a lender would have that for a property that you're not going to live in. But I do know that they also have, loans where they give you money to help you flip the house. So it's always good to have really good connections so that way you're able to do that. For me, it worked out, because of what I do. I was able to find a lender that could work with my specific situation. So let's just say real quick, you're self-employed and you're trying to get a loan. If you can't get the loan the traditional route, depending who you can take an investment loan like I am, which is going to do the 5% as long as I live there, and or 10% if I don't want to live there. But what made it possible for me to purchase is I'm not going based off my taxes. So if you are self-employed, you're going to need 2 years of taxes in order to get your traditional conventional loan. But the thing is, if you have write-offs, you're going to hinder yourself by doing a lot of write-offs if you don't separate the two from your write-offs and your business, or your write-offs, your business, and then your personal, like what you're bringing in. It's so if you made 50,000, you have 25,000 in write-offs, you only made 25,000. So that's what makes it really hard for people to purchase who are self-employed. If clearly you have a job, you know, this isn't necessarily your issue. But so now let's move on to the next part. So now you have the cash saved up, you're ready to go. You're either going to do the 5% or you're going to do the 10%. So something that most people don't actually know is that you can look into, I think we're done with this here. You can actually look at a multi-unit investment. And a multi-unit investment is, which is what I'm going to do, is if you live there, then you're able to get away with the 5% down payment and you're able to rent out the other side, right? So that's going to help with your mortgage, you know, on a monthly basis and help you save up a little bit more. And now you're already a landlord. But what's really cool about looking at multi-units, if you're looking at multi-units for investments, so whether you're going to live there or you're just investing into it, they're going to look at, the lenders will look at if there's already current tenants there. So let's say you see like a fourplex and 3 of those units are rented out already. One's paying 1,000, the other one's paying 1,500, the other one's paying 1,000, right? So 1,500, 1,000, that's what, 3,500. So 3,500. They will actually include that in your loan and they will use that as income. So let's just say you were only qualified for the 200,000, but you found a duplex that is 250,000. And there's a tenant in there. And let's just say the tenant is paying 1,500 a month. The lender will actually take that into account and they will utilize that to help you qualify for the $250,000 home. But without the tenant there, you wouldn't qualify for the $250,000 home. You would only qualify for 200,000, but with that tenant, you qualify for the 250,000. So I had to walk in right now for my open house. So I had to cut the camera real quick. Obviously, you know, I want to be as professional as possible. But so like I said earlier, you know, going into multi-units, they will utilize that as your income. But so my biggest recommendation, you know, to end the video here and to cut it out is, you know, connect yourself with a really good realtor or, you know, just somebody that you trust and has your best interest in heart, you know. So that way they can connect you with the right people. And by that, I mean the lenders, you know, for the most part. And you also want to find a lender that has, you know, more than just one option. So they can, you know, put you in something that better suits what you're looking for and what you're trying to do. Because if you just find somebody who just does the traditional, you know, let me see your taxes and, well, this, you know, I guess that's for self-employed. But you want somebody who either has like down payment assistance, you want somebody who has, you know, investment loans, you want somebody, so that way you tell them what you're looking for and they're going to help you discover, you know, the best route for you. But cool, guys. I mean, that is pretty much how you're going to get your first investment and a good idea how to get your first investment. So it sounds kind of simple. Maybe it seems kind of complicated, but if you have any more questions, just let me know in the comments down below and I will be more than happy to help you out with this. If you guys appreciate this video and you guys liked it and you find it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Please let me know in the comments also, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Okay, Keno, I see.
Dreaming, talking in your sleep. I know you want to cry all night.